What's good, y'all, man? Lamar Odom, man. Let's get right into it, man. They said this guy he got a sex doll made of his ex-wife that cost him something like $8,000, right? And mind you, I told y'all when I made that video about lust and all this no-fap stuff, like, and how toys and all this stuff is already normalized, especially for women, that the sex bots are coming. Well, now they here, right? Lamar Odom, I don't know if he's back on the drugs or what, but he got a sex doll made, and I just seen an article about this. I don't even know if this is true, so I'm gonna say he allegedly got a sex doll made of his ex-wife. I seen the picture of the doll, and to me, it's just like, even if it's just something like marketing that he's trying to sell, it's like, why are you putting this out to the world? Why are you helping influence this? Like, you used to be balling with Kobe and stuff. Like, Kobe wouldn't be out here selling no sex dolls. So it's like, I mean, Kobe wouldn't do a lot of things that Lamar Odom did, right? So I don't even know why I said that, but it's just, man, we got to stay vigilant, and we got to stay on top of ourselves and make sure we are being as disciplined as possible, because the amount of distractions we have in this world is only going to increase. It's only going to be more and more, right? So as men, it's up to us. We the leaders. We got to lead our families in the right direction. We got to, when we see these types of stuff, we got to call it out. We got to talk about it. We got to at least try to understand it, And that's how, everything I see, I come from a perspective of like, okay, let me try to understand their perspective. If I feel like it's some bullshit, it's some bullshit. Like, bro, like, why are you getting a sex doll of your ex-wife? At least if you're doing that, do that shit behind closed doors. We don't want to be hearing about that shit. And it's getting posted on blogs, on social media sites, and on TikTok. That all the kids is on these sites and seeing this, and like, they don't know nothing about Lamar Odom probably. So they just see like, oh, like, dang, that joint look kind of real. Like, dang, it costs $8,000. I mean, I wonder what it do. Do it move by itself? How do it feel and all this stuff? And it's like, if you don't know something, then you don't know something. But once you know about something, it's like opening up Pandora's box. That's why you see a lot of guys that get into porn, and that's just level one, right? When you first see porn or just see a naked picture of a woman, that's level one. And a lot of guys, once you get desensitized to level one, boom, you move to level two, and it gets different from there. Like, your level two might be, uh, like, homosexual stuff, and somebody else's level two might be like that rough, they hitting each other and doing all that violent stuff, right? So it can take you down different paths, but everybody starts at that level one porn, but once it ain't enough, it ain't enough. Like, I done had a homie of mine, he was with some girl, and he was dating this girl for a while, and he had let it slip to me that, yeah, she likes watching transsexual porn. And to me, that just was a little weird. So I'm like, so she just be in the room and playing that stuff? And it's like, because I don't think women should be watching porn either, like porn in general. I don't care what type of porn it is. And mind you, I don't care what anybody does behind closed doors, but porn is bad for your brain. It's bad for your mind. It's going to fuck you up. It's a distraction. It's going to desensitize you to real life. It's going to give you unrealistic expectations. So is bad in general. And now we manifesting the porn into physical objects and sex dolls. And when once the sex box got the AI in it, then what's gonna be the tell between a real person and a fake person? We're gonna have people walking down the streets whole time it's a whole robot, right? And this can be good in some sense. Like I said, it's good in all things. But when it comes to those things giving us instant gratification all the time, this is how we end up like Wall-E. Like, if you ever seen Wall-E with all the big people that they they couldn't walk around, so they just rolled around in chairs, and like the floating chairs all day and shit. This is how you end up like that, with a society that keeps getting softer and softer, keeps making everything easier and easier for you. Because most people, they run towards pleasure and away from pain. So if you're giving them pleasure, it's easy, it's cheap, it's affordable, they're gonna go for it every time. So I don't think guys like Lamar Odom, especially a guy who I thought he was trying to change his life. I don't know what he's really doing with his life. Uh, but I do know he was on drugs. He was on drugs hard. He was married to a Kardashian. Those two red flags right there. And now he's buying sex dolls of his ex-wife. Like, bro, you didn't get remarried. You couldn't find a wife. Now move to Africa or something. Find something better to do with your time. I don't know. But what I do know, in my opinion, Lamar Odom must be stopped.